Hi students, so today I am going to start with the unit 4 profits and gains of business or profession. Okay, so before starting income tax, I think in income tax introduction class itself what I have said, there we have 5 types of incomes we have said. One is income from salary, next income from house property, profits and gains of business or profession, income from capital gains, and income from other sources. So in these 5 types of income, first we have completed income from house property, nothing but the income which is getting from the house that we have calculated. So today we are going to discuss the profits and gains of business or profession, nothing but those who are doing business, those who are professions. Okay, if they are doing any business or profession, then how we have to calculate their income or their profit. Okay, so here those who are doing business or as those who are in a profession, those who are profession, so for them how we have to calculate here income, and from that income how much of tax they have to pay. Nothing but here we are calculating the profits and gains of business or profession. Okay, so as per the income tax point of view, you will be having a certain deductions, certain things we have to elaborate deduction, those all things will be there. So today let us go with the little bit of introduction. SEMA here. Definition: according to section 2 subsection 13, the term business includes trade, commerce or manufacture or any adventure or concern in the nature of trade, commerce or manufacture. In simple words, we can say any activity undertaken with an object of earning profit is known as business. The term business includes profession and vocation for tax purpose. Distinction between business and professions and vocation is not needed as far as computing the income for tax purpose. So here already we will know that what is the meaning of a business. There is a commerce, trade, okay, manufacturing, there is where there is buying and selling activities are there, that is called as a business. We know that. Why? Because already we have learned in BOM subject. But here what we are discussing means from that business or else from that profession how much of income how much of income we are how much of income we are getting, and for that income how much of tax we have to pay, that we are going to discuss here. Okay, next, under section 28, the following incomes are chargeable to tax under the head profits and gains of business or profession. So this theoretical part is very important part. Even for long question they ask theory also. So listen. Under section 28, the following incomes are chargeable to tax under the head profits and gains of business or profession. Nothing but what are the business comes under what are business comes under what are the incomes comes under business or profession. So those we are going to discuss now. Okay, so ఈ కుందంలో incomes అన్ని or else ఇక్కడ చూడండి, under section 28 the following incomes are chargeable to tax under the head of profits and gains of business or profession. Okay, these are the incomes which comes under business which comes under the head profits and gains of business or professions. So first one you see profits and gains of any business. If you are doing any kind of business, okay, for that business if you are getting any profits and gains, it is taxable under the head business or profession. Okay, any compensation and payment received in the business or profession, if suppose we are receiving any compensation or payment, it also comes under business or profession. Any benefit or perquisite either in cash or kind received in the business or profession. Income derived by trade associations and professional associations by rendering specific services to its members. Incomes for speculative transactions. Any interest, salary, bonus or any other remuneration received by a partner from the firm. Interest on securities, if securities are a part of stock. Actual interest on securities, it comes under income from other sources, but here what he has given in brackets, if suppose it is related to the part of this stock, then we have to consider it under business. Okay, export incentives, that is profit on sale of import license granted on account of exports. Any sum received under Keyman insurance policy. Keyman insurance is policy, nothing but a company insuring the company is insuring his employer, that is called as Keyman insurance policy. Any interest, salary, bonus, commission or any other remuneration received by a partner from the firm which is allowed as deduction to the firm, that is if interest, salary etc are not allowed as deduction while computing the income from the firm, then it is not taxable income of the partner. So regarding this point you will be learning in problem. See once again here, any interest, salary, bonus, commission or any other remuneration received by a partner from the firm which is allowed as deduction to the firm. So it is allowed as deduction to the firm. Why it is allowed as a deduction to the firm? Because while calculating the partner's income, there we have to calculate it. That's why here it is allowed as a deduction. Okay. Next, some whether received or receivable in cash or kind under agreement for not carrying out any activity in relation to any business, not sharing any know-how, patent, copyright, trademark, license, franchise or any other business or commercial right of similar nature. Okay, nothing but if suppose they have received any received or in kind or in cash. Okay, nothing but if suppose they have given a business or franchise purpose, if there are any copyrights or patent rights, if they are getting amount from these things also, that is also included under business. Next, fair market value of inventory as on the date on which it is converted into what treated as a capital asset shall be treated as business income. Any compensation or any other payments by whatever name called or receivable or received by a person, received by any person, whether revenue or capital, in connection with the termination or modification of terms and conditions of any contract relating to this business. Nothing but if suppose partners or else business persons, if suppose they are making any contract, they are making any contract, so if they are receiving anything, any amount from that, okay, already they have taken a contract. In contract, if suppose they are receiving any amount, so that is also termed as a business income and is also taxable. Okay, so these are the points 28 under section 28. These points, these 13 points comes under section 28. Once again go through these points, you can understand it. So these are taxable under head in profits and gains of business or profession. Okay, next coming to the business income not taxable. Nothing but what are the already they are business incomes, but they are not taxable under this head. ఓకే, అవి ఆల్రెడీ బిజినెస్ ఇన్కమ్సే, కానీ ఇక్కడ ట్యాక్సబుల్ ఉండవమ్మా. ఏంటి ఒక్కసారి చూద్దాం, ఇక్కడ ఏమేమిటో చూద్దాం. బిజినెస్ ఇన్కమ్స్ నాట్ ట్యాక్సబుల్ అండర్ ద హెడ్ ప్రాఫిట్స్ అండ్ గెయిన్స్ హీ హాస్ గివెన్. సో ద ఫాలోయింగ్ ఇన్కమ్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ treated as profits from business. So first what he has given, see, rent from house property. If an assessee is carrying on business and letting out the own building, then rent received by him will be treated as income from house property. If the assessee is holding the house property as stock in trade, and any income received will be treated as income from house property. Similarly, if the assessee business is to purchase the buildings and to give on the rental basis, then the rent received will be treated as income from house property and not income from business. So once you see the points here, if an assessee is assessee is already is doing a business, okay, but his own building he has given for a rent purpose, then it comes under income from house property. If suppose the holding, if assessee is holding the house property as stock in trade and the income received, okay, the assessee has a house property and he is holding nothing but he is keeping his stock in that house, then it will be treated as a income from house property. If an assessee business is to purchase the buildings, nothing but what is his business, to purchase the buildings and giving for rent purpose, then also it is treated as a income from house property and not an income from business. Okay, next you see here, if the property is let out to employees for efficient conduct of the assessee's business, then the rent received will be treated as business income. Nothing but if his house he has given for his own employees and he is receiving rent from them, in that case it will be treated as a businessman. Okay, next, if the property is let out with the objective of carrying the business of the assessee in running the business smoothly and efficiently, letting out to the building for bank deposits or police station, etc., then the income from such house is treated as business income. See, once again you see, if the property is let out with the objective of carrying the business of the assessee in running the business smoothly and efficiently, letting out the building for bank or police station, nothing but his building he is giving for bank or police station, the income which is received from that is treated as a business income. ఓకే, దీస్ టూ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ట్రీటెడ్ యాజ్ బిజినెస్ ఇన్కమ్. ఇక్కడ ఏంటమ్మా, అతని బిజినెస్ బాగా రన్ కావడం కోసము అతని ఎంప్లాయీస్ని అతని బిల్డింగ్లోనే పెట్టుకుంటున్నాడు అండ్ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి రెంట్ తీసుకుంటున్నాడు. సో అలాంటప్పుడు దాన్ని ఏమంటాం, బిజినెస్ ఇన్కమ్ అని అంటాం. ఇంకొకటి, అతను బిజినెస్ నడుపుతున్నాడు కాకపోతే దానిలో ఇంకేం చేస్తున్నాడు అంటే బ్యాంక్ కానీ పోలీస్ స్టేషన్ కానీ బిల్డింగ్ వేరే పోర్షన్స్ ఉంటే వాళ్ళకి ఇస్తున్నాడు. అలాంటప్పుడు కూడా దాన్ని ఏమంటాం, మనం బిజినెస్ ఇన్కమ్గా ట్రీట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ dividends on shares. If the assessee is a dealer in securities and receives the dividends from non-Indian company shares, then the dividend received is taxed as income from other sources but not business income. Nothing but here dividend on shares comes under income from other sources. It is not a business income. Okay, so here what he is saying is, if an assessee is receiving any income, any non-Indian income company shares dividend he is receiving, means that income comes under income from other sources. Income from other sources. Once again listen carefully. If suppose an assessee or as the owner is receiving atanu ఏం రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాడమ్మా, నాన్ ఇండియన్ కంపెనీస్ నుంచి డివిడెండ్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాడు. ఆ డివిడెండ్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నప్పుడు అది ఇన్కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్ సోర్సెస్ కిందకి వస్తుంది, నాన్ ఇండియన్ కంపెనీ. ఒక బిజినెస్ ఇన్కమ్ కిందకి రాదు. ఇంకో పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఫ్రమ్ ది అసెస్మెంట్ ఇయర్ 2004 and 5 onwards, dividend received from an Indian company is exempted. So dividend received from an Indian company is exempted provided the company paying dividends has paid corporate dividend tax. Nothing but the companies, they are paying corporate dividend tax. That's why separately for taxation purpose the dividends which are received from Indian company, they are exempted. అంటే ఇండియన్ కంపెనీ నుంచి ఏదైనా డివిడెండ్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటే అది ఎగ్జామ్టెడ్ అయిందమ్మా 2004 or 5 నుంచి. నాన్ ఇండియన్ కంపెనీ నుంచి డివిడెండ్ తీసుకుంటే అది ట్యాక్సబుల్. అది కూడా ఎక్కడ తీసుకోవాలి మనం, ఇన్కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్ సోర్సెస్ కింద తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ టు ది విన్నింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ లాటరీ. విన్నింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ లాటరీ ఆల్సో నథింగ్ బట్ it is comes under income from salary. If an assessee is receiving income from winning from lotteries, races, etc. as a regular business activity, such incomes will be taxed as income from other sources but not as business incomes. Okay, if the government bonds and debentures of limited companies are held as stock in trade, the interest will be considered as business income. Nothing but if assessee is receiving any amount from winning from lotteries or races, etc. So as a regular business activity, such income is will be taxed as income from other sources. It comes under income from other sources. It not comes under business income. If suppose government bonds are there, debentures of limited companies are there, are held as stock in trade. If they are held as stock in trade, then it is considered as a business incomes. Okay, so this is the answer for which question ma? Nothing but if suppose in the examination he has asked under section 20A, the following incomes which are chargeable tax under the head of profits and gains of business or profession he has given, then you have to write these 13 points. And next, business not taxable under the head profits and gains he has given, then you have to write these 3 points. So one more thing I want to explain here. See, method of accounting and computation of business income. Nothing but here how many methods we have for calculating the business income. Okay, one method is mercantile system, another method is cash system. For doing the problems, these methods are important. We will mercantile system is there and cash system is there. So when we have to use mercantile system and when we have to use the cash system, once you see, if suppose a question is given P&L, profit and loss given, profit and loss account is given, that question, in that case we will use the mercantile system. If the question is regarding receipts and payments, nothing but receipts and payments has been given in question, then we will use the cash system. Okay na? So జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి అమ్మా. క్వశ్చన్ ఒకవేళ క్వశ్చన్ పిఎన్ఎల్ అకౌంట్ ఇచ్చింది అనుకో క్వశ్చన్లో, అది మర్కంటైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఫాలో అవుతాము. ఇంకొకటి ఏం క్యాష్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే రిసిప్ట్స్ అండ్ పేమెంట్స్ అకౌంట్ ఇస్తే క్యాష్ సిస్టమ్ ఫాలో అవుతాం. ఓకేనా, క్లియరా? ఏమి ఇవ్వలేడు క్వశ్చన్లో అంటే మనం ఏం ఫాలో అవుతామమ్మా, మనం మర్కంటైల్ మెథడ్ ఫాలో అవుతాం. వీ విల్ బి ఫాలోయింగ్ ది మర్కంటైల్ మెథడ్. ఓకే, క్లియరా? Next, here special note he has given. Once you see, if the books of accounts are maintained on basis of mercantile system of accounting, the following expenses are allowed as deduction only on payment basis before filing the return. Any amount payable to government or local authorities by way of tax, employees' contribution to provident fund and welfare fund, bonus or commission to an employee's, interest payable on loan taken to public institutions such as banks, cess or fees payable under any law. Nothing but see here, if the books of accounts are maintained on the base, if suppose we are maintaining on mercantile basis, okay, the following expenses are allowed deduction only on payment basis or before filing the return. Okay, only on the payment basis you will take, or else before filing the return mark. These are all the points. Okay, so any amount payable to government or local authorities by way of tax, it is allowed as deduction. Okay, employees contribution to pay provident fund or welfare fund allowed as deduction. Bonus and commission to employees allowed as deduction. Interest paid on loan taken from public institutions such as banks, cess and fees under any law, these are allowed as deduction. Okay, so here one more point he has given, the above mentioned items will be allowed as deduction for the year in which the actual payment